special episode. We are interviewing Beer Guide Worldwide. Grab a beer, settle down, and buckle up. It's another interview special.
Welcome everybody back to the YWOI podcast, your number one place to go for all the weird, the wacky, and the greatest news you will find across the globe. We have a special one today because it's not just going to be me. It's not just going to be Jake. We also have the one and only great with us, Cam from Beerguideworldwide. That's it.
Oh.
Keep the round of applause.
Yeah. What's up? Whatever. What is it? Who's the guy?
Big energy. Big energy.
Yeah,
big energy.
This is why I tell to the other two all the time. I just want big
Listen,
energy.
It's an evening. It's Tuesday. We're all about big energy.
Exactly. We all hear about the big energy. And as I say, we're glad to have him here. Cam,
Yes,
for the
sir.
people who have never heard of you before, give us a quick little rundown of who you are and what you do.
Cool. So that is for who has not heard of me, which is most of the people in this world. There's about 4 people that know who I am. So for everybody else, my name is Cam. I started a beer page. It's called Beer Guide Worldwide, where I do anything you can think of to do with beer. Started during COVID as a little hobby of taking pictures, then went to making videos about beer, and now escalated to other projects. And as well as running the beer page, I also work closely with Polish craft beers, which we import niche craft breweries from Poland to the UK, host and organizer of Craft Brew Festival, deal with the beer side of things, deal with the social media side of things. And I also have a new project. It's called Hoppy Media, where I help people run social media and sort of do a lot of consultancy in the beer world as well. That is it in a nutshell.
Okay. I don't know what I'm saying. We knew about all the others, but that last one's pretty interesting.
That sounds new. Yeah. How new is that?
It's very new because I've done quite a bit over the last year, especially, and I've decided to put it into a new format and run it more like a business now, just because that way I can, pick up more projects and, actually focus on working in beer industry more full time, which is the ultimate goal here.
Which is a dream, yeah, exactly. If you really love it that much, why not just keep doing everything you can for it?
Yeah, and obviously it's helpful because, as we all know, the beer industry is struggling across all different formats. So, I do a lot of free consultancy, but I do a lot of paid consultancy on events, breweries, pubs, tap rooms, design work, whatever it can be, just to help the industry do things better, easier, whatever it might be.
That's amazing. That is actually amazing, because I was to say I would agree with you that one. I know, like in pubs, for example, people aren't going to pubs anymore, and I'm like, go out. The pub is such a sacred place. Even the breweries and all the craft brew places and just the simple pub, just get out there. We can't lose them.
100%.
We love them too
100%.
much. We need to protect them as much. Which is why I quite like what our local brewery's doing. They were at the festival a while ago, Liquid Light. They've been hosting a lot of free musical gigs. So obviously, small artists who obviously don't have a following, whatever, they come and play at the brewery, so you can enjoy the really good beer, and you get an event at the same time. It's been actually amazing.
It is a natural fit and progression for anything entertainment-wise at the brewery spaces and tap rooms, because they normally are based in, let's say, industrial estates and the sort of biggish, bulky buildings that, might not be perfect for acoustics, but are often perfect for space.
For the
and
space,
you can,
exactly.
Decorate those places in a very simple way, with few lights here and there, but make it a little bit different and, use the space not just for the brewery's sake, but also emerging artists and comedy and art shows or anything in that kind of world, And it's in I speak to a lot of people about it, and I just keep pushing for them to actually get involved, because like I say, it's an extra revenue for people to get people through the door, discover the beer, but also it helps emerging artists to, give themselves a chance to showcase whatever they're doing in a different way.
Exactly. And I've really been enjoying it. They've stepped it up in the last few months. I think they're now booking in things for August. I think they got a Danish heavy metal band coming over in August, which I'm really excited for. So the fact that they're pulling in people from that far away to come and play a free gig at your brewery obviously means it's working. And I'm happy for them. I love Liquid Light, so I'm happy for them what they're doing. I just hope more places can see that kind of vibe, what you can do with your brewery, and it's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to touch up on this, actually, literally last week, was it Thursday or Friday? My local brewery, because I live in Liverpool on the outskirts now, called Asvex. They had a wrestling mania style match. So they literally cleared all the tables where they normally are, and they put an actual, wrestling ring. It was a ticketed event, but there was a beer included, obviously. And it was just such a different kind of vibe, I mean, like, if you thought to myself, we got, WrestleMania, we're going to put a wrestling match inside the brewery, I mean? The tanks are going to be light up and the people are going to be smashing into each other. Yeah. And you're not drinking shitty beer, you're drinking incredible stuff.
Nice, good
made
craft.
locally, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, that actually sounds amazing. If I knew about that, I probably would have gone for that. I love little local wrestling scenes.
It's really cool, and it's great to see that more breweries actually using the tap rooms, for that kind of if you want to go direction, it's really awesome.
I think the thing is with I'm going to say beer as like an umbrella term. I think the general outlook and the general thinking from the public is, if you're going down anywhere which primarily does beer, you're going there to sit and you're going there to drink. And that's the impression I get from most people. Whereas when we go down to a tap room, like we've got Neon Rats, we've got Liquid Light, we've got Black Iris, it's like a social thing. Not only are you having a great beer, you can talk with the staff there, the people who are brewing it, the people who are, like the ideas people. And usually, they, like Kean said, they got music going, they got comedy, they got gigs. It's so much more than just, I'm going to go down there and get absolutely smashed on Foster's. That's not it. You know what I mean?
It's just a great Australian lager called Foster's.
Oh yeah, absolute craft beer at its finest.
The Australians don't even drink Foster's.
Well, it doesn't exist, does it? So yeah,
it's not that great. So, any highlights you've drank recently you want to rave about?
Literally just before I come on, I posted a reel about something called a Cool Ship IPA by a brewery called ID All Day Family Brewery, and they based down in Cornwall. Okay. And it's really a different take, because Cool Ship is a different kind of vessel than regular vessel. And the IPA had sort of more of a funkier note to it, or I think maybe like Belgian-esque, if you like. Yeah. And it was really, really, really good.
Okay. That sounds really good. I'm still on the sours from last time I told Dave. I can't get off the sours. I just had a whole load come in from Vault City, and the one I had a little bit earlier was Buckfast one. They do one called Bucky Bomb, which is just Iron Brew and Buckfast tasting sour, 7.6%. So good.
Vault City is a next level. They're just so incredible. Anything they do is just,
but
they're just tremendous.
How quickly they come out with these flavors as well. That it's never gets stale with them. I don't know how they do it. The fact that they're just making all these flavors.
Always current, always vibrant, nothing's really like you think to yourself, you know what I mean? It's most of them. It's literally like fresh and, very exciting. There's a lot of breweries who are doing great brewing, just like that as well. So it's an exciting time in beer. But if you do like sours, obviously I've got to self-promote myself. As I mentioned before, work with Polish craft beers, which is a project we started last year. and we kind of rolling it out across the country now with doing festivals and doing tap takeovers all over the country. So keep an eye on that. But they do some incredible sours in Poland, and one of the best-selling ones we've had. It was called a summer crumble.
Oh yeah.
Was that the
I
one
was
at
gonna say,
the
yeah, the
Yeah,
festival one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's what we
brewed
had.
out. They were only just over 4%, I believe, 4.2%. Really ABV friendly, But like some of the flavor combinations, honest to God, it was, it's like drinking summer in a glass.
I almost
Yeah, I was
put my
about to
pencil
say,
through the
yeah.
thing, trying to mark off how much I liked it.
So it was really interesting.
Yeah, that's that sweet summer one. I was about to say, yeah, that I really enjoyed that one, and I'm not too much of a fruit enjoyer, but when I was like, let me just try a third of this. I was like, yeah, finish that. Fill my cup up again, please. Do it again. Do it again.
And then we're only going to grow on that and bring some more exciting stuff and bigger stuff. And we currently have got a couple of good ones, which is a strawberry and watermelon, which is quite interesting. And the other one's the pina colada sour, which is lovely because it's just a little coconutty but more pineapple-y, and that's just delicious as well.
You can't go wrong with a pina colada, to be honest. Whether that's a natural one or like a flavoured beer, they're just great every time.
Yeah, fully natural, no artificial flavors, really good.
Amazing. So how did you become involved with Polish craft beers? What sort of led to that?
I suppose a major factor of it all that is I am Polish myself.
Yeah, well, that checks out.
Although I've lived here for 20 years now, and most of my time I've lived in Liverpool, which you may hear or may not hear now and then wherever I speak rather. I try to scout it up for you now and then, just so you can get the full experience. But yeah, I've always drank Polish beers, and I've been to Poland many times. Living in the UK, go to like beer festivals and visiting breweries, kind of rediscovering the brewing scene in Poland, if you like, because like I say, I've lived here for 20 years now almost, and the Polish brewing scene has gone up such a great sort of transition over the last 10 years, and now it's just incredible. There's so much on offer, and we've been talking with few people who do a lot of Polish products in this country, because as you can imagine, there's probably one in Nottingham, if not more, a proper Polish shops, when you can go and they'll have variety of products, from ketchup to, chocolates and maybe some spirits or maybe some basic lagers and meats and cheeses, all that kind of stuff. But that was a missing thing. We've never really seen any Polish craft about. So we've been talking, and then me and my friend, who's obviously dealing with a lot of sort of importation of things, we got together and it's like, let's try Polish craft beer and see how it goes. And it started with 2 breweries, which were really popular and are popular. One of them does the summer crumble sours that you guys had. The other one does really incredible Polish hopped IPAs, which have gone down very well because sort of novelty of it all being hopped with Polish hops and made with Polish water as well, and sort of not brewed here but actually brought over here fresh. And that sort of started and it escalated and snowballed, and now we now sign deals with WDS, Iberia and Sella for the distribution. So any tap room, pub, or anyone can now order Polish craft beers through them to get delivered. And we're working on more. There's more breweries in Poland that want to get involved, and that's hopefully going to grow this year even bigger, which is great.
Amazing. Do you see an avenue where you could take Craft Brew Festival International through Polish craft beers?
Do you know what? So Craft Brew, let's touch on that. So we are going into our 4th year this year, and the aim was always to do better, bigger, improve on things, make it the best it can be, make it the best experience for the customers coming in, but also the best experience for the brewers, because that's what we all started the festival for. It's because we wanted to showcase breweries, especially like the smaller guys. You know what I mean? They can come in, not be ripped off by anyone, but showcase the wonderful beer to the masses, and just, you know, share the joy of great made beer. And so that was growing year by year. Like I say, this year 4, we are now just literally yesterday posted an official poster for the summer, which has got 10 dates, 10 cities. We starting in May, finishing at the end of July. And then we're going back to Nottingham, obviously. We'll be in Liverpool, Manchester, Sheffield, Birmingham, Bristol, Swansea, and Stoke-on-Trent, Wakefield, and Derby.
Yeah.
You know, which is a nice little coverage. And then, so that's been growing in the UK. And then we had conversations with potentially going to Ireland as well, because there's venues that are interested in doing it there. But it's all a long way away, you know what I mean? It's in Ips and Bath at the moment, because the focus is to grow it and make sure it's sustainable for everyone, and you know, just being a really awesome day out for everybody around the country. But absolutely, I would love to take it across Europe. I would love to take it to US, because there's nothing like it in America. So if it was up to me, I'll go all over the world.
Because I was going to say, now that you've the location you've got for the Derby one is really cool, and I forgot what's the castle's name?
Ulverston Castle.
Ulverston Castle.
It's actually where I got my my engagement photo shoot. That's where I had it done. So it was really weird seeing it on the list again.
Would you then bring your good lady to sort of celebrate?
Well, I would love to. I would love to. I'm determined to bring her along this year. She is not a so when I started drinking craft beer, which wasn't that long ago, she didn't like any of them. She said they were all too funky for her. She did not like them. However, last year, Vault City brought out a like a Danish pastry sour, and it tasted of pear and vanilla and a little bit of cinnamon. It was absolutely lovely. And I opened it, turned my back, and then it was gone. So she's slowly coming into it. She's figuring it out. I'm hoping she'll come along this year. Yeah, experience it for herself.
Yeah, but remember, you know, obviously not just beer, because we'll have ciders and prosecco and, you know, other things. You know what I mean? So there's something for you know, non-alcoholic beers. There's something for everyone, really. So you don't have to be a beer geek to come and enjoy a craft brewery. You know, you can be at any level of beer drinking and come and try something new. Because, you know, as well as the beers, there's also entertainment, and we have delicious food vendors as well. You know what I mean? So
the food was great.
So many aspects of it that you can actually get stuck in with.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've been, me and Keenan have now been twice. Jake's been once, and it's great. It was great every time.
We're gonna try to do Nottingham and Derby. We're gonna try to go for both summer ones.
Double whammy.
If we're still alive, probably go for both. Yeah, I'm hoping you're gonna do a winter one at Derby as well. So then go for both of them as well. Because we done one summer, one winter. Both are great. I saw the post the other day that the tickets go on sale for the Nottingham one, the 27th. So we're on that mailing list. We are going to be there.
Eyes are open. Yeah.
Eyes are open. Waiting for them tickets.
It's going to be incredible, because, like I say, we always looking to add and grow and adapt, and, you know, just how can we do every aspect of a festival better from all points of view. So, you know, I'll be willing to I'll be wanting to hear your feedback once you've been and see the difference, you know, year by year as well.
As a fresh onto the scene person, I was very adamant I don't like wafty beers, was my sentiment before I went.
And he'd said that for years, by the way. Like years and years and years. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I like my beer to taste like beer. We got him a birthday card which had his face on like an old World War II poster with old text that said, "I like my beer to taste like beer." That's how much he loves normal beer. Just as breakfast.
That is true. And
Absolutely
while I
nothing
still
wrong with
love,
that.
I still love normal beer, normal lager.
Lager is the number one selling product in terms of beer in the world, you know. So
There you go.
it's there for a reason, and especially when you drink a good one. So you know, I would particularly want to point out towards sort of Germany and Czech Republic area, because that is the best of the best in terms of making those kind of beers, in my personal opinion.
Well, you had a wide range of lagers there, and I think I sampled them all, and I was like, these are wicked. And then it was Pilsners. I think I did get a bit drunk, but by the end of the night, I was drinking real ale and thinking that it was absolutely wonderful. I probably won't go back to real ale without a few pints warm up, but but everything. I think I only disliked maybe 2 things, and that was stuff that I wasn't going to like in the first place anyway. You know, flavors that weren't really my cup of tea.
But at least you tried it, which is
But
great.
that's it. I gave
for a reason for people to try.
give it a try.
You know what I mean? No one's standing over you and going drink a whole thing, otherwise I'm going to beat you up. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Kian was there, but
You taste as much as you like and move on. You know what I mean? It's all about trial and seeing what you like and finding what you like. And you know, if it takes several pints of whatever to get you to drink cask ale, that is also a victory, because I'm a big champion of real ale and casket. You know, especially being a Polish person, it's not such a thing. It's not a thing in Poland. You know what I mean? It's not a thing really in Europe or anywhere in the world. The British does it. They do it the best. You know, it is the OG product, and you know, and I'm a big champion of cask ale. So
you also do Oktoberfest. Am I correct in saying that?
correct. Yeah. Well, not just Oktoberfest. So do a variety of events, because obviously it's my own little company of one that I run, and I host events and I sort of help organize all the events and do consultancy of various degrees. So I've done Oktoberfest 3 years and about in Liverpool, which was great. And then last year started doing one in Southport, which is just north from Liverpool. And we actually expanding with Southport and doing St. Paddy's Day on the 21st. And then we're doing a spring festival on the 18th of April, so like a few weeks after. And then we'll be back for Oktoberfest last weekend of October, I believe. So that's really wicked. You know, it's a big old marquee, and we decorate it. It fits 600 people a session, and you know, we have a stage and you know, a band, and I always choose whatever the best beers we can give people. So last year we had ABK Brewery, which is a Bavarian brewery, doing the beers for us, which was wicked. And obviously this year we're going to see what new and fresh and fancy we could bring for people to try. So yeah, exciting times.
They always look, the venues always look fantastic. Kian's lighting up.
Which is fun.
Sorry. I was fiddling with my mic.
Oh, yeah, you sound better now, actually. I just heard you breathe in and I thought, oh, here he comes.
No, I just unmuted myself. I was fiddling with my mic, yes.
Fiddling with himself and heavy breathing again.
You were talking about how you enjoy tap rooms and having little events on. They've got, you know, wrestling or music or whatever. If you had your own tap room event to put up and the money was no object, what would be your sort of combination of tap room and an event you'd put on?
Oh, that's a great question and incredibly hard one to answer on the spot. But I think you'll have to break it up to different categories, you know. I think there'll be a culinary event maybe of some kind. So like from the top of the dome, I would say I would do a pierogi, Polish dumpling sort of tasting mixture of different flavors, and then have some like old nana. I wouldn't probably use my nana because she's 90 now. Maybe somebody slightly younger who can actually see what they're doing. Have a little pierogi making station, teaching people how to do it. Match a beer to the different dumpling, and have maybe something along those lines for tasting. So that would be one, a culinary one.
That'd be wicked.
I think, there's so many different things you can do. Obviously, you can do musical things, and you know, nowadays there's very popular things in terms of, you know, sip and paint. that people can come and paint a picture and have a different beers while they go at it. You know what I mean? There's open comedy nights as well, which are incredible, you know, because you can always find some local talent that, you know, or somebody who's just starting out and then you show up 2 years later and they're becoming a decent comedian or whatever. Money no object. It's really hard to say, but I think I'll go with my first culinary idea of pierogi making / eating / drinking beer to much different filling. That would be the one.
That'd be a great night
Yeah,
out,
that
to be
was-
fair.
Quite thought out for off the dome. That's
Yeah.
But it's only because I love Polish food. So like anything that would, you know, showcase something a little bit different, you know what I mean? And then, this is now even further. We would do a combination of a filling, let's say shepherd's pie inside a pierogi.
that
You know
sounds great.
That does
You know
sound
what I'm
good.
saying?
Yeah.
That's like okay, cool. And then we match it with, let's say, a cask ale made in Britain, but it's brewed with Polish hops. Do a reverse thing on it. You know what I mean? So yeah, something along those lines.
You know, it makes sense how you've made like this your life, considering that was off the dome. Like,
Yeah.
100%.
like if it was us, we'd just be saying like, I don't know. But that was
brilliant.
wow, fair enough.
So if I ever do anything like that, I will keep you posted and let you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
100%.
But currently, what we're doing actually is expanding with to keep talking about the Polish side of things. We're actually expanding and doing tap takeovers. I'm in the process of planning quite a few. It's normally a Thursday night. So we've got one in Glen Affric Brewing Tap Room on the Wirral. That's the March 12th. And as I'm talking to you, poster is being made for the next one, which is going to be Leamington Spa.
Okay.
That's going to be March 26th. And then the next week after that, 2nd of April, I think, we might be doing one in Birmingham. And then, you know, trying to do one every week. And then basically we showcase 4, 6, 8 different Polish beers on draft, loads of different cans and bottles. I'll be there doing Q&As. We're doing some giveaways, little games, you know what I mean? Little pronunciation games, you know what I mean? Which is quite interesting to hear often when I'm trying to tell people to read the can and pronounce the name of a hop. And the hop is written with like 17 different C's and Z's and W's. And people just go, have like a jaw lock as they're trying to pronounce the word. And it's just really funny for me to watch. But then we drink beer and laugh about it, which is also great.
So have you only got, obviously outside of work and doing the events, what are there any like events you just go into out of personal like I don't know, ones that you've seen that you're interested in, you're going to kind of thing?
All the time. I mean, when I say all the time, pretty much whenever I can, aka I'm available. So I always trying to go and see something in terms of, you know, if it's a new beer release somewhere, you know what I mean? I don't currently drive, or I have not driven for a while, so I use public transport everywhere. And I always encourage people to do the same because, you know what I mean? Drink driving, never a great idea. Don't do it. So wherever there is a chance for me to go and discover something new. So always a train, always a bus. I can go to Leeds from Liverpool. It's only an hour and a half. Walk around, have a few beers, go and see whatever, come back the same day. Not a biggie. So this weekend, starting on Thursday, we have Liverpool Beer Festival, which is a camera run. You know, it's a real ale. It's in the crypt underneath the cathedral, which is an interesting venue.
Cool.
That's very cool.
Oh, shit. Wow.
They have over 200 different beers and ciders, and the main bar, if you look at the social media, there's a picture of the main bar. It has got 77 hand pulls installed on it,
Jesus
which
Christ.
is the largest number of hand pulls that I think Northwest had in a while, which is incredible because when you see them all, if you see them all in one line, all 77, imagine all of them have beer badges on them, and it's just people. It's like we did the shot in filmed it maybe a couple of years ago, and there was a shot of camera, you know, as you pointed it, sort of sticking out a little bit in front of the pump and then behind, and then you
Yeah.
could just see people walking in and out and just pulling a beer in that whole long row. It just looks so sick, you know. If you use it as a time lapse, you know, what I mean, it's just an incredible thing to see. So that's one that's happening this week, and then there's a lot more. You know, every sort of little tap room and pub, they all have little events going on, trying to promote themselves in different ways. There's always new beer releases, always worth checking out. I always try to encourage people to venture out a little bit further from their own sort of neighborhood as well. Just to, if you like a beer, why do you drink a beer in a town next to you? You know what I mean? It's not too expensive to get a train or a bus or whatever. You know, make a day out of it if you can. You know what I mean? And
I think
just go and try something different.
That's what me and Harry need to start doing. We're going to our first, I would say, I'm going to use quotation marks, event, as in like one that a brewery's hosting. I think it's this Friday, is it?
It is this Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to a beer tasting for Liquid Light. So that will be like our first like event-ish kind of thing like that.
Okay, so this is a good one for you because you're all Nottingham-based. You are lucky to live not too far from probably the only in this country Abbey-style brewery. Have you ever heard of Tynt Meadow?
I haven't.
I haven't.
Okay.
No.
Well, it's a small beer makers, and it's based in the Abbey, and the brewery is attached to the Abbey, and the monks are involved in the beer making, and they make sort of Trappist style beers. It's incredible. It's in. Oh, let me just check and tell you so I don't lie. It's not too far.
Welbeck Abbey.
No, not that one. It is. I want to say Loughborough, but it's not. Colville.
Colville.
Sounds close.
I think it is.
Just past Loughborough, not far from Loughborough.
Oh yeah.
All right, so it's just a bit south. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's about a few miles past the East Midlands Airport.
Yeah.
Colville. Yeah, so if you ever want to do something, if I was to inspire you to go anywhere, they've opened a little shop by the brewery, and they started doing brewery tours in there, which is incredible. So if you're ever planning on doing anything beer related, that is one place you should go because it's super unique. Only one in the country. Tynt Meadow it's called. You should totally check it out.
That does look cool.
And I can guarantee you'll drink something you maybe not tried before.
One that's been on our radar is, obviously we've mentioned Vault City and how much we love them, and if they would like to send us some free beer to try, we would be happy to. But we've also been looking at their tap room in, I think it's in Edinburgh, the one that can only fit like 12 people. That's something. Yeah, have you been there?
I've not been to that one, but I've drank in Edinburgh a few times. So I've seen a wee tap a few times on socials as well. It looks awesome.
Yeah, we want to get that booked in at some point. It's just fun the time to do it. But that's on the list. It's just we're spoiled for choice, I think.
Yeah, 100%. This country has got some incredible places, that have been making beer for hundreds of years. But also places that have been making beer for a year or two, and it's great to see the variety. I mean, it's even in those difficult sort of times when it comes to brewing industry, there's still willing, and the variety is out there, and everyone's doing their absolute best to make it happen, which is incredible to see.
Yeah.
I've got 100%. Possibly a controversial question. The winter craft brew. One brewery that kind of took us by surprise, Brewdog. Yeah, they're quite. They're not quite large. They are a large brewery. What was Are you allowed to talk about how that came about?
Well, I'll tell you in a nutshell. Brewdog has tried to get involved with craft brew for quite some time, and we always want to work with people who want to do beer. Which is great. And the conversation was simple. Come, be part of it, be like everybody else, have the same sort of size stand, showcase what you've got, and have a wonderful time doing it. And they did exactly that, which was great because it was, they brought one beer that it's widely available everywhere that people might know, and the other three were just sort of like niche beers, not available all year round. And it was something new for everyone as well, which was great.
Yeah, is there like a how do breweries get involved? Is there a selection process from you guys? Do you invite them, or do they have to apply? What's the sort of scheme in there?
So on our website, you have a little thing that you can. It says "Work with us," and it's anything to do with musicians, anything to do with food vendors, and breweries, of course. And then there's a list of cities, and we just let people put an application. Write about yourselves, what you think you could bring to craft brew, what different stuff you could do for us, and then we'll have a list of all the brewers. We message everyone and we say, these are the cities that are available. Does the day work with you? What do you think? What kind of beers you're going to bring? And then we're trying to work out the best possible menu, narrow it down. Although it's very difficult because I don't know, last year we had, it was over 150 major breweries.
Wow.
Yeah.
That express an interest to be part of craft brew. And I'm sure this year is going to be even more because, as we grow and get more popular, more people want to get involved, which is great.
That's a good problem to have, yeah.
It is and it isn't, but because we want to showcase as much as possible. But then you want to tailor the menu so the variety is great for everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we want the breweries to work with us as well, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Have you had another possibly controversial question? Do you have a favourite city to go to?
Oh.
Being biased, Liverpool probably.
Oh, really? I wouldn't have guessed.
because it's down the road. No, I mean, Invisible in Factory is an incredible venue because their inside decorations are all sort of sculpted and made by artists. It's really wacky and wonderful inside, and the stage and the sound system is incredible. So it really lends itself well to be a festival venue. But I'm always excited to go. I'm excited to go to the new places. So like this year, we've added Stoke for summer, and we've added Derby. So that's going to be exciting.
I'm excited for the Derby one. I feel like that's
the biggest update we've done is actually in Manchester, because we are moving to the Academy.
Really?
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love it there.
So,
great venue.
Yeah, we moved the venue from the Trafford, which was a Victoria Auto Warehouse. Now it's going to be in the centre of Manchester on Oxford Road at the Academy, which is going to be easier to access, hopefully. But it's going to be bigger and it's going to be incredible. Like the sound system and the stage and everything else. If you've been to the Academy, you know what it's all about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the level of the show is going to go up again as well. So yeah, but I love them all because you get to see different people. We get to work with the different breweries. A lot of local guys who stay within the area, like Magpie, for instance. Super local to Nottingham. They're literally around the corner from the venue. So yeah, it's great. But yeah, I love going to new places. So, but I'm looking forward to it all. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm straight in buying my tickets, and we will be seeing you in summer. I don't know, Jake, are you going to be joining us for summer? Because he's very down south.
Oh, we can't stop him.
Oh, yeah, you could do the Bristol one. If you can go Nottingham, and then you can go Bristol.
That's it.
Bristol
Have a wicked time.
is going to be awesome as well. The venue in Bristol is wicked. It's nice inside, outside as well. And some great breweries as well, because there's few southern breweries that don't travel further up north. So it's something new for people to try as well. Bristol is a great beer city as well. There's some incredible breweries in Bristol. Honestly, so many great breweries in Bristol.
I would have thought Bristol would have done a really good cider as well. That's farmers.
They do. Wicked ciders.
Bristol
Cider.
will have whatever you want it to have.
I'm surrounded by cider country and it's wonderful. But nothing beats a good beer.
Yeah, Bristol's great. I love it. It's really awesome. Bristol
Yep.
was the first ever festival when I had to confiscate a 4-pack of a shitty lager of someone.
Wait.
You're joking.
No, who's
Someone's snuck
bringing
in
beer?
lager.
Oh,
Someone
no.
tried to bring a 4-pack of lager, and I will not name it because I will
Yeah.
not.
Mhm.
I will not give them time of day. It's the shitty British lager that someone tried to smuggle 4 cans in to and we took the cans and I showed them to everyone that was in the queue.
Oh,
And the people started
yeah.
proper booing. And I'm
Yeah.
like, why'd you bring beer to the all-you-can-drink beer festival? And you didn't even bring beer. You just bring piss in a can, basically.
Oh,
It's like
What is
sneaking
that?
a pot noodle into
So
all
I've
you can eat.
immediately poured it down a drain.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm glad you showed it to the rest of the group because public humiliation is obviously the best way. But I don't understand what goes through your head to think, yeah, let me just sneak crap beer into the good beers.
Yeah.
What?
It was the first time ever happened in Bristol. It was really
Wait,
funny and
has it happened?
very memorable.
Has it happened after that? Or is it? Is someone
Maybe
tried to
maybe
bring
in
in
Manchester last year, someone was trying to bring something. I can't remember
bring
what it
beer
was.
to a beer festival? It
Yeah,
makes
I
no
think it
sense.
only happened like once or twice. Bristol was the
Yeah.
memorable one because it was first time ever, and I think once somewhere else it happened as well. But it was just so fun. I was like, "What are you doing here?" Could you not wait those extra 6 minutes? You know what I mean? And you know how rapid we are when it comes to scanning and letting people in.
Yeah.
I mean, the doors are in at 1, by 10 past, everyone's in. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and that's several hundred people. So we are very efficient when it comes to it.
Yeah.
We were very rapid when we were in the queue as well. It was Rick.
No, you messed up your ticket. Sure.
Yeah, you
I messed
did.
up my ticket, but it was still
Yeah, we
very
would've
rapid, despite my ticket being messed up. I was stress
Which was
testing the
not
system. That's
Craft
what it was.
Brew's fault, by the
That
way.
was 100% my issue.
That was
because I didn't open my
100%
ticket properly.
you.
Next time you can do one of those, pranks, when lads print the ticket for the person
Oh,
and it's like
massive.
printed as big as the bed sheet. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be so funny. It's when Dave's coming around with the scanner and Jake's just stood there, fucking
You could
huge.
just use it as a little cape for yourself, or maybe when you have a few too many, we can just lie you down in a corner and cover you with it.
This sounds wonderful.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen at Craft Brew or Oktoberfest in terms of people getting too drunk or just weird shenanigans?
To be honest with you, Craft Brew has been so good. Like we don't really see drunk people. People get really merry.
Yeah.
But everyone kind of leaves by themselves, There was the odd occasion that someone maybe had a little bit too much, with the sun being really, really sort of powerful, especially like Nottingham last year was so hot. So
That was
Birmingham as
boiling.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 30-degree day, so it was, I think the Oktoberfests tend to get a little bit wilder because people tend to dance on tables and benches, everyone's in outfits and get a bit more rowdy, you know what I mean? Because it's like a proper get sloshed beer festival event instead of more like experience great beer festival. And have a fun while doing it. So I think those tend to have a bit more of a wilder side to it, if you like. But not really seen anything bad. Nothing really bad happened. You know what I mean? We have a couple of people that they need to kind of vacate because they've had a few too many, but that's about it, really.
I thought there was going to be loads of pissheads, and I was very surprised that even after all the beers we drank, like you say, at the end of the day, everyone just sort of was like, "Oh, it's home time," and we all left.
Yeah, everyone's just hugging each other and be like, "Oh, this is boss." And plus, because it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon, you can go and cause havoc someplace else, which is really good.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we've done our bit at 6 p.m. Ta-da, see you later.
Do you guys have any more questions?
I'm all
Don't think
good.
so. I think I'm all good, yeah.
Cam, do you have any
It's been pretty
questions? Any questions for us? Anything you want to know?
Yeah, boys. So obviously the podcast is going strong. What's the plan from your side of things? You know what I mean? Are you gonna do more episodes this year? You gonna do different kind of episodes? What's the plan in a nutshell?
Am I taking this one, fellas?
You're the creative director here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go on, Harry.
I think at the moment it's just going to be more episodes. We're well into the year now. We've got a charity thing coming up in March, where it's part of a thing called like Podcast-a-thon, where you basically pick a charity, you make an episode about the charity, and then everyone uploads their episode at the same time. So it's like this massive influx to all these charities of loads of content, and that's great. So we're taking part in that. And then obviously, me and Kian are going to go up to Edinburgh at some point, and Kian doesn't know, but I'm probably going to be recording a lot of that to make an episode out of it.
Nice.
And then we do a boys trip, the three of us, every now and then. And I like to record those. We did one up to Loch Ness a couple of years ago, and I'd like to get another one of those in.
We went looking for the Loch Ness monster.
Didn't find him.
The Loch Ness.
What? No,
we drank some of the Loch. It wasn't as good as a craft beer.
You two drank the Loch water.
I've still got some Loch water somewhere. I kept it.
60 little number, that.
Loch Ness flavoured sour. Oh, Christ. But yeah, apart from that, it's just sort of trucking on, really. It's difficult getting traction and everything, but we're just forcing it out there. I'd like to mix it up and do something different. In an ideal world, I'd love to do like a live episode at a tap room. I think that would be so cool. Like just sat on a sofa in liquid light, just recording an episode with an audience. That would be the dream.
Well, I think next time when they do a gig, you need to approach that subject and be like, yo, can we just do a live thing from the gig? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can interview the band. What's the experience like of playing in a brewery, this and that. I mean, you can all discuss the beers you're drinking. I think amazing idea. You should totally go for it.
My next idea was a Ren Fair, so that tops that.
Oh, that would be cool.
Ren Fairs are cool, though.
I mean, yeah.
Because I've got a sword, Harry has a flail.
No.
Kian has a flail. Harry needs a weapon of some description.
I've got a Captain America shield. I don't know if that counts.
You did time travel.
Halfway there, my friend. You've got a shield. You just need something to hit people with. Hit people with.
Yeah, I'm looking around. I don't have a lot.
I think you gotta get yourself a Thor's hammer. You know what I mean? Just
yeah.
to complete it.
I mean, I can rock up to the Ren Fair or the craft brew with my Thor's hammer, my Captain America shield, and my Ant-Man helmet. Oh,
and
what a player!
And you know what I mean, champion, winning at life.
Yeah,
that's how you skip the queue, mate.
Oh man,
amazing. Well, thank you. This has been great. Yeah, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate
anytime,
it.
Gentlemen, anytime. Always available for chats about beers and good things and fun times.
Amazing. Do you want to plug your socials? Any festivals you've got coming up? Anything like that?
I mean, the best way to do it is just you can go Craft Brew Festival on Instagram and Facebook, or just Beer Guide Worldwide on Instagram or Facebook. Then you pretty much keep up to date with everything. You know, all the videos, all the reels, and all the different events from different projects that I'm doing. It's all on one page. So yeah, probably the best way to do it. Just follow that.
Nice, thank you, mate.
Enjoy your Tuesday night.
Yeah.
See you, mate.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was great.
That went well.
What a nice man.